You live in fat storage hormone dominance. We can correct that.
Join me for Eye on Health every Thursday at 5 p.m.
Okay, that summertime heat is revving up, which means all of us are looking for a way to cool down. Allison Pryor is here with the Tennessee Aquarium with bunches of ways for you. That's a scientific term, bunches of ways.
It definitely is.
To come and cool down. Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
So I know some of the things we'll talk about. One I want to kick off with, and that is the little waterways there. My children, that was the place to be in the summertime.
It is the place to be. I mean, the Aquarium Plaza is so much fun. The sound that you get whenever you walk out there, hearing all of the kids laughing, screaming sometimes, running around.
Yeah.
It's just a blast out there. So the water is running. You can have little pools that are really small, great for the youngest kids that can step in there and then kind of wind your way through the plaza because you're telling the story of those streams and making its way towards the Tennessee River.
I remember once my best friend came up from Atlanta and she has twins that are my younger daughter's ages. And of course the aquarium was just like our own backyard.
Right.
But it was new to Lisa because she's in Atlanta and they don't have anything like that. They didn't then in Atlanta. And she could not believe how free I was to just let my girls go and run and play because I knew how safe it was.
Right.
It took her a while to warm up to it.
To want to do it. And so I think that it's kind of that perfect gathering spot that you're at the Aquarium Plaza. You can take advantage of the fountains, of those streams that are there, go down to the real river, the Tennessee River, see that. And then if you start to get too hot, come inside to the aquarium.
Okay, we'll talk about that. Before you get inside of the aquarium, y'all have a new sculpture outside.
We do. So it's called Bill the Coho Salmon. It is right at the entrance to our River Journey building. So actually a couple of photo ops that are right there. We have an amazing graphic that our design team put together that's on display that you can take some family photos in front of and then move right over and do it in front of Bill the Coho Salmon. So the story behind Bill is this is from a group on loan for us for the summer months called Washed Ashore. And we have another art project from them already in the aquarium, and that's Stella, our seahorse. So if you've happened to visit us in the past few years, we've had Stella. She's in our Ocean Journey building as you're exiting island life before you go into the undersea cavern. So at the very end. And both of them, the reason that we have them is it helps tell the story and be the reminder, be the education about littering our waterways and the fact that all of this freshwater inland eventually makes its way to the ocean.
Because he's made of plastic?
Exactly. These sculptures are literally made out of plastic that have washed ashore, that people have collected from the beaches. They've put it together so it doesn't look like basic pieces of plastic anymore of bottle caps and spray bottles and whatever. They've cut it and matched those colors and it's now art, but it helps tell this story. So you can see Stella inside, but you can see Bill right outside. You don't even have to step into the aquarium and you get to see Bill the Coho Salmon.
And what does that say for your reputation that they would want our aquarium to be a host for the summer?
Right, to be able to feature that and help tell that story. And I think that really connects the mission that the Tennessee Aquarium already has of following that drop of water from the mountains to the sea. So we know the water does that. We know we're supporting that wildlife. The negative side of that is the human behavior of littering, making that water quality go down. So any steps that we can do in our lives to improve that, you know, more power to everybody.
Okay, so you'll see Bill the Coho Salmon, then off you're going to go inside to the aquarium. You know you're going to go on the Ocean Journey side to go see those penguins, and the time is perfect because they're nesting.
It is. It's the peak of penguin nesting season. It has been so much fun, really, for the past 6 to 8 weeks, watching the penguins getting their rocks, building their nests, pairing off with each other, and now we have eggs. In fact, we have 4 penguin pairs of potential parents that we are watching right now for their eggs and if they could hatch to be a chick. And so I think even though we are in a controlled environment in human care, this is still a natural process. So just like what would happen into the wild, or you can even think of people having fertility issues, we don't know yet if all of these eggs are going to be viable, if we're going to have a chick or not. And so this is that wait and see period, but I think it's so much fun for our guests who are coming through the aquarium, because take a few minutes. I mean, I think most people want to stop at Penguins Rock anyways, but count the nests, see all the different groups, and they take turns laying on the eggs. They have to keep it warm. So it goes through a 40-day incubation period. And it's so fun to see the different parents trading off, or maybe they're going to adjust and all of a sudden an egg pops out and you can see it there. And hopefully in the next few weeks, you may even be able to see a chick.
Does the egg get larger with time? Or is it a stationary size and just the baby gets?
That's a good question. I actually don't know about the difference of the egg. I think that the egg is the same size.
I would think so.
I would think the egg's the same size, but I can tell you our penguin chicks rapidly grow. So they're really small whenever they first hatch, and they stay at the nest for 70 days. And during that period of time, they grow rapidly. So whenever they fledge and leave the nest and do their water test and get to swim for that first time, they don't even look like that itty bitty chick anymore.
40 days in the egg and then 70 days in the nest.
Correct.
Okay, I only have a minute left. You can go see Tom Hanks do all of it. Tom Cruise.
Wrong Tom.
Wrong Tom. Very wrong Tom. In Mission Impossible, he's doing his own stunts, and you feel it.
He's doing his own stunts, and it is incredible. There are scenes for the Mission Impossible movie that are filmed specifically for IMAX. They have those certified cameras. They're in that larger aspect ratio. One of those was done at 8,000 feet with 140-mile-per-hour winds, and it's not CGI. It is real stunts. Wow. And so by seeing it at the Tennessee Aquarium in the IMAX theater, you're really getting that full immersive experience of doing your own Mission Impossible.
That is very cool. Okay, tnaqua.org. You know the website quite well. Also, they have tickets on sale already. Is that right?
Already for Fish and Sips, our adults event coming up in July.
All right, you know where to go. We'll see you splashing in the water down there. One of my favorite places. Tom Hanks.
West Yellow Knife Trading Post has everything under the sun. Shop our wide selection of soaker tubs starting at $599. New versions of mini splits as low as $895. Don't pay big box prices, but hurry, limited quantities available. You better get it when you see